Hey everybody, it's Dave again, and I wanted to share some thoughts with you today. It's funny how God inspires us. This morning, I was eating some breakfast, eating Cheerios, and I added some honey to it just to sweeten it up. And there, I started thinking about the land of milk and honey, and where God, in Exodus chapter 3, verse 8, tells us um, that He promises a land of milk and honey to His people. And for us as Christians, God has already brought us into that. In the spiritual way, He's brought us into the land of milk and honey. And when we think about those two things, milk is very nutritious. It's good for our bones, and we know all the good things that milk is. Uh, but honey is also very sweet and enjoyable. And so those two things, God is promising us um, nutrition, and He's promising us, what's good for us, and He's also promising us things that are sweet, things that are enjoyable for us too, and enjoyable in our lives. Um, it's awesome how God does things and what God does for us, and connecting that to some of the things that have been being talked about on Transform Youth and on Sunday mornings. We um, sometimes let ourselves have this negative talk, and we buy into these lies that that God doesn't want what's best for us, or that we won't be able to change, or that we won't be able to do things the way God wants us to, or that we'll always be stuck in a certain way. And that's just not true. God wants the best for us, and God already has brought us into that goodness. If we are Christians and we are followers of Christ, we're already brought into that goodness in that land of milk and honey. And like Garrett talked about recently, and used the illustration of Adam doing push-ups. Adam did the push-ups regardless of whether or not you took the candy that Sunday morning, um, but it was already done, and it was up to us to whether or not we accept that gift. And so the same way, as Christians, we have to let ourselves believe and get rid of that negative self-talk that God doesn't want what's best for us and that we can't change. God has already given us, and it's already around us, and we just have to accept it. And we have to receive His blessings. We have to receive His gifts of sweetness for our life. We have to receive His gifts of nutrition and development for our lives. So, just a thought, and I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. And I'll see you tomorrow morning, Sunday, sharp at 10 o'clock. Thanks. Bye.